Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Duma Tutorials. Duma Tutorials, as you already know, is an educational channel on YouTube, on Facebook, and on TikTok. Today I want to learn something very interesting, okay? You want to learn how to use who and whom in a sentence, okay? How to use who and whom in a sentence. You're going to find out why it's wrong for you to say, who am I speaking with, okay? And why the correct expression is, whom am I speaking with? Okay. The reason I'm doing this video is because I see a lot of questions in JAMB and WASC past questions on the use of these relative pronouns, who and whom. Okay. Let's begin with who. Okay. Like I said, who is a relative pronoun? Okay. Who and whom are relative pronouns. And relative pronouns are used in introducing relative clauses. And relative clauses make it clear the person or thing we are referring to in a sentence. And it can also be used to provide more information about the noun in a sentence. Okay. Now let's look at who. Let's begin with who. Okay. Who is a subject relative pronoun? Okay. Who is a subject relative pronoun? Subject. Okay, is a subject relative pronoun. Who is a subject relative pronoun? This means it carries out the action of the verb in a sentence or tells us more about the person or thing that carries out the action of the verb in a sentence. Okay. Now, a very good way of knowing if who is correctly used in a sentence is by replacing who with a subject personal pronoun. Okay. Subject personal pronouns include he, she, they, it, okay, they are used as a subject of a sentence or as a subject of a verb in a sentence. Okay, now wherever who occurs in a sentence and you are able to replace it with any of these and the sentence makes sense, then know that who is correctly used in the sentence. Okay, now let's look at these examples. Okay, the student whom I gave my pen has lost it. The student who I gave my pen has lost it. Which of these sentences is correct? Okay. Now, if I replace this who with he in this sentence, does it make sense? Does it sound correct? Of course not. It's not correct. He I gave my pen. He I gave my pen is not correct because the person here refers to the student, and what the student did was to receive and not to give. Okay, it talks about the student. What the student did was to receive and not to give. So the student received the pen, he received the action. Okay, he did not perform the action. The person that performed the action is I, and who does not talk about I, rather it talks about the student. Okay, so that's why it's wrong for you to use a subject relative pronoun here. Now let's see another example. Yole Dochie, who cheated on his wife, is a movie actor. Okay, Yole Dochie, who cheated on his wife, is a movie actor. Okay, now this who does it refer to? Okay, it refers to you Edochie. Okay, and you Edochie, is he performing an action? Of course, he is performing an action. He is the one that performed the action of cheating. Okay, so who here is correctly used? Who here is correctly used because it refers to the subject of the sentence. Okay, so you can also replace it with he. If you replace who with he here, the sentence will still make sense. The sentence will still be correct. He cheated on his wife. Okay, he cheated on his wife is a correct English expression. Okay, Yul Edochie, who cheated on his wife, is a movie actor. So who is correctly used in this sentence? So in summary, who is used when it refers to the performer of the action in a sentence. Okay, and if you're able to replace who with he, it, she, and they, and the sentence makes sense, then know that who is correctly used in the sentence. Okay, now let's see how to use whom in a sentence. At the end of this lesson, we are going to answer a question from JAMB past questions. Okay, please stay tuned to the end of it. Whom. Whom is an object relative pronoun. Okay, whom is an object relative pronoun, okay? This means it receives the action of the verb or talks about the receiver of the action of the verb, okay? It provides more information about the receiver of the action of the verb or the object of the verb in a sentence, okay? Whom is an object pronoun and who is a subject pronoun, okay? And whom can be replaced with object personal pronouns like him, them, him, them, her, us, it. Okay. So if we're able to replace whom in a sentence with an object personal pronoun, then know that whom is correctly used. Okay. Now let's see this example again. The student whom I gave my pen has lost it. Here's another thing about whom is that most times it comes after a preposition in, like in, at, with, of, on, etc. Okay, it comes after a preposition. Okay, it occurs with a preposition. That's why in this sentence, let's look at this sentence. The student whom I gave my pen has lost it. The student whom I gave my pen has lost it. Now let's look at this sentence. Can I replace whom here with an object pronoun? The sentence makes sense. Of course, him I gave my pen. Him I gave my pen. Him I gave my pen because whom here refers to the person that receives the action, the person that received the pen. Okay, so is an object, is an object. So whom here is correctly used and can be replaced with him. Now if I write to here, so, okay, the sentence will still make sense. The student to whom I gave my pen has lost it. If we remove to, the sentence will still make sense. Okay, so whom usually occurs after a preposition and can be replaced with an object personal pronoun. Okay, whom talks about the person receiving the action of a verb. Okay, is an object relative pronoun. Okay, so that is it about whom. Now, let's see another example. Mami Z, to whom Nigerian men gave gifts, is now a millionaire. Mami Z, Mami Z, to whom Nigerian men gave gifts, is now a millionaire. Okay? Whom is it correctly used in this sentence? Of course, it's correctly used. First, it comes after a preposition. Second, it refers to the receiver of the gift. The receiver of the gift, okay? It refers to the receiver of the gift, the person that received the gift. And thirdly, it can be replaced with her. It can be replaced with an object pronoun, her, okay? To her, Nigerian men gave gifts. To her, Nigerian men gave gifts. You cannot say to she, Nigerian men gave gifts, okay? You say to her, Nigerian men gave gifts, okay? So that's practically how to use who and whom in a sentence. I hope you understood it. Now let's attempt a question from the past questions, okay? Now let's attempt a question on the use of who and whom in a sentence. The police have arrested the man with dash the stolen vehicle was found. Okay, we have option A, which, B, whom, C, who, and D, what. Which of these is correct? Okay. Now, first, we already know that when you're referring to a person, you don't use which and what. Okay, you don't use any of these. So we are left with whom and who. Okay. Now, which of them is correct? First, we have a preposition with before the gap. Okay, so that points to this being the correct answer. Secondly, we can place him here. We can place him here, and the sentence will still be correct. With him, the stolen vehicle was found. With him, the stolen vehicle was found. Okay, you cannot say with him, the stolen vehicle was found. With him, the stolen vehicle was found. Okay, who does the word that is supposed to be here refer to? It refers to the person who got arrested. Okay, to the person who got arrested, the person who received the action of being arrested. Okay, so whom is correct? Whom is the correct answer? Okay, so that's how to use whom and who in a sentence. I hope you understood it. Thank you very much for watching and see you in another video. Bye.